Thanks for joining. Today will be a gentle practice. We will be doing gentle stretches for our low back. Knowing that if you are in any pain, you should stop. You should seek approval from your doctor. So we're going to begin standing. If you would like to skip the standing part, just go ahead and get settled on your mat with your knees bent and your feet pressed into the mat. Otherwise, join me, standing up tall, press your thumbs to your sternum, come to that place of gratitude, thinking of something you're thankful for today. Inhale through nose, exhale slowly out mouth. Inhale through nose, exhale slowly out mouth. Inhale through nose, exhale out mouth. Inhale through nose, stand tall. Exhale, keep your lips closed. Long, slow, deep breaths throughout our practice today. Set your to-do list aside. Commit to good back health, taking care of yourself, staying on your mat, enjoying these stretches. Stepping to the top of your mat if you're not already there. Stand with your feet about 6 inches apart. Hips stacked directly over ankles. On your inhale, lift your arms up slowly overhead. On your exhale, slight bend in your knees, forward fold, moving slowly, just as far as feels good to you. Let your head hang. On your inhale, half lift, stretching your spine long. Exhale, forward fold. On your inhale, slowly roll up. Taking your time, moving as slowly as possible. Once you arrive, roll your shoulders back, up toward the earlobes, then drag them down the back. Commit to the practice. Inhale, fingertips rise up overhead. Exhale, this time soft bend in your knees. Let your arms come out wide. Slowly forward fold. Let your fingertips drift down toward the earth. On your inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. On your inhale, slowly roll up, soft bend in your knees. Stack your vertebrae one at a time on top of each other, letting your shoulders, neck, and head come up last. Pulling your shoulders up towards your ears and then dragging them down your back. Big inhale when you get here. Exhale out nose. Last one like this. Inhale, fingertips rise. Exhale, soft bend, swan dive. Arms go out to the side, slowly forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time, taking your time, letting your shoulders, neck, and head come up last, and reaching your fingertips down, reaching the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Big inhale through nose, exhale out mouth. Changing it up a little bit, inhale, fingertips rise. Maybe your gaze follows if your neck allows. Exhale, back through center, soft bend in your knees, keeping your neck navel to spine as you come down to the earth. Once you arrive, bend your knees, let your chest rest on your thighs, let your head hang, let your low back release. Pause here. Close your lips, find your deep breath. Everything's hanging, head, neck. Let go of tension in your shoulders and neck. Option to straighten your legs just a bit till you feel that stretch up the back of your legs and hang. Close your lips. Release your hands down, and one more time on the inhale, slowly roll up, taking your time, unfurling, stacking your vertebrae. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears, drag them down your back. Take a big inhale through nose, exhale out mouth. On your inhale, fingertips rise. Exhale, soft bend in your knees, forward fold through center. Inhale, half lift. On your exhale, reach down, hold on to your big toes with your peace fingers, your first two fingers. On your inhale, stretch your spine gently, shoulders away from ears, and then forward fold. On this one, you're tucking your belly, you're gently reaching your head down toward the mat. Elbows are out to the side or maybe pulling gently toward the back, shoulders away from the ears, crown gently reaching down. Close your lips. On your next inhale, release your toes, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. On your inhale, press through your feet, slowly roll up again. Last time. Head, neck, and shoulders come up. Exhale, reach your fingertips down toward the earth. On your next inhale, fingertips rise up. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're just going to come down and do our half lift on the inhale. And then on your exhale, step slowly back to table. Once you arrive, stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. You can curl your toes under for easier balance or press the tops of your feet into the mat. Let your neck reach out in front of you slowly. Cow belly. Exhale, gently pressing away, mad cat. Inhale, cow belly. Exhale, mad cat. Inhale, cow belly. Exhale, mad cat. Inhale back to neutral. And then now take your time. We're going to sit down, feet flat on the mat. If your back is truly bothering you, roll over to the side and then let yourself come down. Otherwise, you can roll back one vertebrae at a time. Let your feet be flat on the mat, heels in line with your hips. On the inhale, fill up your lungs. Exhale, press your low back into the mat. Inhale, cow belly in this supine position, tailbone presses down. Inhale, press your low back into the mat, tilting your hips forward. And then tilt back. Inhale, cow belly. Exhale, tilt forward, mad cat. Inhale, cow, tilt back. Exhale, tilt forward. Couple more. Big inhales through nose. Exhale out nose. Inhale and exhale. Now, on your next inhale, reach your right heel tall, and on your exhale, pull your right knee gently into your chest. Extend your left leg long for wind-relieving pose. We're going to stay here for about 10 breaths. Soften your shoulders, soften your face, close your lips. Now bend your left knee so that your left foot's flat on the mat. Inhale, send your left heel tall, and then sit your left foot down. Inhale, left foot rises. Exhale, pull your left knee gently towards your chest. Send your right foot long. Watching out for your props if you have them. Hug it in. Soften your shoulders and face. Close your lips. Relax your foot. Not tugging or pulling too hard, just a gentle stretch, a gentle pressure. Come to your breath. Commit to staying on your mat, even in these slow, steady postures. Now release your left foot down, bend your right foot. On your inhale, bend your knees and lift your heels up straight to the ceiling. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, hug your knees in gently. You can hold on with two hands. You can hold on to your fingers, wrist, or take a big grip if that's what feels good to you. Wherever you are, relax your face and shoulders. Close your lips. Focus on your Ujjayi breath, the deep sound of the ocean hollowing out the back of your throat as you inhale through nose. Soft face, soft shoulders. Lumbar spine gently pressing toward earth. And then release your feet down flat. Send your right leg tall. Cross your right ankle on your left knee. Gently press your knee away with your fingers. If you have your block within reach, you can use that. Gentle flex in your foot to protect your knee, looking for the stretch in the right hip crease. Soften your face, soften your shoulders. These are the stretches I did every day for about 1.5 years or 2 years before I started doing yoga regularly and had to get some treatment for my back pain. And release that tension on your knee. Slowly lift your left foot, interlace your hands behind your knee, press your elbow against your right knee. Close your lips. Soften your face, soften your shoulders. Commit to the breath. Holding these postures a little longer allows your muscles to release a bit, allows you to get gently into a little bit deeper stretch. Over a period of time, you can increase that space in the joints to allow yourself more freedom of movement. Slowly release your left foot down, uncross your leg, lift your left leg tall, cross your left ankle on right knee, press away with your hand, or if you can reach your block or water bottle, you can use that if it's more comfortable. Keeping your hips even, low back, gently pressed into the mat. Remember, we're not using too much force here, just a gentle stretch. Close your lips. Come back to your Ujjayi breath. Release the tension, release the stretch. Slowly pick up your right heel, interlace your hands behind your right thigh. Gentle press of the left elbow against left knee, pulling your knee in towards your chest. Notice, where do you hold tension? Are you holding tension in your face or your shoulders? Relax that. And then slowly release your foot down toward the mat, uncross your legs. From here, roll on your side and slowly push up. Come to seated. Send your right leg long. Place your left foot flat against your inner thigh. On your inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, hinging over your right thigh for Janushirshasana. Inhale, stretch your spine long. Even out your shoulders. Pull that right shoulder back so it's in line with the left. Make a little space for your belly and pause there. Maybe you walk your fingertips out a little further. Spine reaching long, not rounding today. On your inhale, sit back up tall. Send your left leg long. Bend your right knee. Press your bottom of your foot into your left thigh. Sit up tall, fingers on either side of your left thigh. Reach your spine and crown toward the ceiling on the inhale. Then exhale, walk your fingertips out just till you feel that stretch. Some stretch in the back of the leg, but we're actually looking for stretch in the low back on the side of the bent knee. After 2 or 3 breaths, you might walk your fingertips out a little further. Spine is one long line. Shoulders are even. Don't let your left shoulder pop up. Close your lips. Find your Ujjayi breath for a few more slow, deep respirations. On your next inhale, sit back up. Send your right leg long, give it a little bounce out. Bend your knees, feet flat. Fingertips pointed toward heels. Just let your knees gently fall side to side. Maybe you inhale center, exhale right. Inhale center, exhale left. Inhale center, exhale right. Inhale center, exhale left. Inhale back to center. Cross your legs. Then come over onto your hands and knees again, back to your tabletop position. Take a couple of cat-cows if you want. And then come back to neutral. On your big inhale, fill up your lungs, and then on your exhale, gently set your right foot into this low lunge position. Bring your hands up onto your thigh. So we'll begin with right foot in front, right knee bent about 90 degrees. Square off your hips. Tailbone pointed down toward the earth. Navel to spine. Hands gently resting on thigh. On your inhale, shift your hips forward an inch. Exhale back. Inhale forward. exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, looking for that stretch in your front hip crease again on the left side. Point your tailbone down, tuck your low ribs in. Pause here. Option to stay just like this, or take your left hand and reach up and over. Option to reach your right hand up and hold on to your wrist for a few breaths. If that's just too intense, just lower your hands back down. Important thing is we're stretching that front hip flexor. One hand feels pretty good to me today. 4 or 5 more breaths. Soften your shoulders, soften your face. One more big inhale. Exhale, lower your left hand down. Lower your right hand down. Scoot your knee back a little bit. Now we're in this lizard pose, so both of our hands are inside the right leg. Right leg is bent with our knee roughly over the stacked over ankle. Square off your shoulders to the front and pause here in lizard. If this is too much, shift your knee, scoot your knee in a little closer. If you want more stretch, scoot your knee back. Pause here. If you would like to go a little lower, you can bring your block and lower your elbows down onto your block. You can turn your toe out to the right about 30 degrees and pause here. You can move the block, put your elbows on the ground. Commit to staying here for 4 or 5 more breaths. And then whenever you're ready, bring your hands back flat on the mat if they're not already there. From here, begin to walk your foot back toward the middle of the mat. Keep your foot going all the way to the other side and lie your shin on the mat. Your left leg is straight out behind you. If this is impossible for you today, just sit still for a second and I'll show you what to do next. Right foot flexed to protect your right knee. Option to scoot your knee back, walk your hands down, elbows on the mat, or stay up on your hands. Pause there in half pigeon. If this is impossible for you, just lie back down on your mat, cross your right ankle over, and come back to your figure 4 stretch. You'll get that same stretch, but making it more accessible for you. Otherwise, pause in your pigeon. We'll stay here for a good 10 breaths, if not more. After you have taken 4 or 5 breaths, if you want to lower your forehead down onto your hands or onto the mat, settle in. Allow your face to relax, your shoulders to relax, your right hip to relax into this posture. closed, focus on the breath, commit to staying here. Only a few more minutes on your mat can make a big difference. Then whenever you're ready, rise back up onto your elbows, then onto your hands. If you're in half pigeon, roll your hip over to the right. Gently, slowly bring your back foot around. And we'll do this sitting twist. If you lay down in figure 4, you can come to seated left leg on top of right. Bottom leg can be straight or curled under. On your inhale, gently, slowly stretch your fingertips up. On your exhale, turn to the left and lower your right elbow. Settle into the posture. Shoulders are level, chin is level, no overexertion, no pulling or tugging too hard, just a gentle stretch today. Maybe you tuck your belly in a little to make a little more space, so you can twist just a tiny bit more. Then whenever you're ready, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fingertips float down. So uncross your leg, come back to crisscross applesauce. Slowly, with intention, come back to table. Take a couple of cat-cows if you like. And then whenever you're ready, bring your left knee and foot forward to this low lunge. Take your time, bringing your hands up onto your thigh. Square off your hips, shoulders, rib cage to the short edge of your mat. Bring your hands gently onto your thigh. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Tailbone pointing down. Lower ribs pulled up and in, navel to spine. Again, not overexerting, just a gentle stretch in your right hip crease. Option to turn a little more to the left if you like and hold there for 4 or 5 more breaths, or sweep the right arm up for a larger stretch up the right side. Challenging your balance a bit, navel to spine, use your core, soften your shoulders, soften your face. Gentle today. Close your lips. One more big inhale. Exhale, lower your left hand, lower your right hand. Stay just like this, or scoot your knee back for lizard. Option to turn your toes out to the left toes out to the side a bit. Stay here for a few breaths. Remember, you can pull that back knee in for less intensity if you need to. Or just if you want to. It's your practice. Option to stay just like this for 4 or 5 more breaths, or bring your elbows onto a block. Where can you relax? Relax through your shoulders, your face. Maybe your feet need to relax, or your ankles, or your shins. Commit to the practice. Commit to the breath. If you're on your elbows, come back onto your palms, move your block if you need to. From here, bring your left hand to the outside, turn your toes back to center, walk your toes back over to the right side of your mat, lower your shin down, square off your hips and chest, and slide your back leg back a bit. Stay right here, up on your hands and palms if you like, if it feels good, or come down onto your elbows. Wherever you are, square off your hips, soften your face, soften your shoulders. Option to set something under your hip if it just seems like taking a little tension off would feel good. Sometimes that allows you to get a better stretch by relieving some of that tension. By sitting it under your hip. Somehow that's never worked for me, but some people like it. Option to lower on down if it feels good. Maybe you even walk your knee back an inch or two. Forehead can come to hands or mat, or turn sideways. Probably one side is more open than the other. Maybe a little easier to get more comfortable in one side than the other. Wherever you are, relax your face, relax your shoulders. If you need to back out a bit, for me today, it feels much better to just stay on my elbows. See if you can relax your feet. And then whenever you're ready, gently roll over onto your left hip. And then take your back leg and bring it around to the front. Cross it over so you're in this seated twist with right leg on top. Option to bring the bottom leg out if that feels better in your hips because you want your sitting bones pressed into the mat. Inhale, fingertips rise up. Exhale, slowly turn to the right and lower your hand. Inhale, sit tall. Gentle stretch, gentle twist. Letting your back muscles relax into this twist. No pulling or straining. Gentle stretching today. On your inhale, reach up. Exhale, fingertips float down. From here, you can stay in your crisscross applesauce for Shavasana or lie down on your back. I recommend a block under your back. Before we do that, everybody come onto your back, feet with heels in line, gentle pressure with palms pressing into the mat, just ever so gentle. On your inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now take your block and set it under your low back. Move it around till it feels good for you. And pause here. Let your knees fall together or apart. Let's see how much time we got. Stay there. Option to stay just like this for Shavasana if that feels really good and comfortable to you. Otherwise, take the block out. If your low back is bothering you, let your knees fall together for that constructive rest. Or send your feet long for our traditional Shavasana, palms up, feet flopped out to the side. Let's mark this with a deep breath. Inhale through nose. Exhale out mouth. Let your lips come together. Let your breath come natural. Softening through your face, neck, and shoulders. Softening through your arms, hands, and fingers. Softening your entire torso, hips, legs, and feet. Stay here for a couple more breaths. And I'll finish up the last few verses of Psalm 139 for you. Psalm 139, verses 23 and 24. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. Point out anything in me that offends you, and lead me along the path of everlasting life. Namaste and blessings. Be healthy, friends. Mwah.